This is the time to get started, to get excited, and I can't tell each and every one of you how lucky you are to be in this room today, to be hearing from our first speaker. This speaker was one of the original first 5 Jeunesse distributors. One of the first 5 Jeunesse distributors, and since then, she's grown her organization to over 500,000 distributors. 500,000 distributors. She's charismatic, she's humble, she is a genius entrepreneurial mind, and she's wildly acknowledged as one of the best networkers in this industry. And you have the opportunity to hear her share some of that wisdom right here, right now. How does that sound, Jeunesse? Make some noise if you're looking forward to that. Well, Jeunesse, get up on your feet. I want to see that same energy for that lucky draw. I want to see you put your hands together. Let's get big. Let's make some noise. Let's welcome out some Jeunesse royalty. Make some noise as we welcome out United States Presidential Diamond Director. Give it up for Kim Hui.
Good morning, brothers and sisters. Good morning, fellow human beings. It is so good to see all of you. And it is so good to see many of your faces. And a good morning, good evening to all our friends all over the world that are watching this live broadcast. Today marks a new beginning. Yesterday, we celebrated our 12-year anniversary. And today is a birthing of a new cycle. My husband reminded me that in the Asian zodiac system, every 12 years is a birthing of new cycle. So, brothers and sisters, welcome to a new cycle of Jeunesse. What a timely thing for us to be connected here today and through the web. My topic, I think it came pretty timely. I was asked to speak on the subject of be the change. So I thought, the word change is kind of interesting. Let me ask this question. How many of you want to see change? A more important question. How many of you are ready to change? Those two must go hand in hand. Oftentimes, we look to the outside to want to see change. And yet we forgot to look from within. Instead of seeing on the outside, we've got to work on the inside. For change happens from within. When you change from within, everything changes around you. It has been an incredible journey the last 12 years. And to ponder on this topic, be the change, I had to dive deep into my world. How do you talk about a topic of be the change? And what does it mean of be the change and how to change? So I think the best way is for me to take you back on my journey of 12 years ago. How I came to become who I am. I believe my story is the same of many of you that are on this human journey. I'm married to a physician. My husband, by the way, for the first time in all our anniversaries, he is here, right here with me. He has no idea what I do behind the scene, but he's right here. I am grateful for his support because we had a young one when I started this business. And he was home oftentimes watching our baby. Now the baby is just started college. You can't help but marvel on the wonder and the magic of this universe. It just is. So 12 years ago, this thing called Jeunesse, with all its potential and possibilities, it was only in a thought form. None of these blings, backdrop, creative team, none. But with a group of motivated, inspired entrepreneurs from different parts of the world. They bring with them their hopes and dreams to wanting to change your lives. And that is on the outside. And at the same time on the inside, there were groups of corporate personnel. They have groups of staffs, employees, that bring their hope of providing a good job for their family. With that, that's how we started Jeunesse 12 years ago. The packaging of Reserve, when we first got a hand of it, was through a plastic spoon in a syrup bottle sample. That's how we all got started. And I was hoping and praying that the serum would work. Now, fast forward that. There are many, we can write books and books of what took place. But fast forward that. For me to kind of hone it in, what were some of the things that captivated me on this journey? What were some of the things that I can help impart to all of you and through the screen and share my experiences? What's the message that can help impart, perhaps, to make it more supportive, more comforting, more inspiring, more uplifting as you embark on this journey, on your pursuit of your dream? And here's what came to me. The driving forces of change. First is truth. What is your truth? Oftentimes, we look to outside for truth. What is happening around the world? Why is it like this? Is it truth that faces all of us? What really is happening to mankind? Think about this. Human beings are meant to connect. I believe we know we're called to earth at this time. We chose to come here for a reason. I see all of you, a beautiful light. I see all of you. Doesn't matter if you're mask or cover. For your light, your power cannot cover by any piece of cloth. You shine through it. Nothing can mask you up for your true being. Nothing. It is time for humanity to be fear-free, to be liberated from all those past programming, tradition, all those things that no longer serve us. So what is your truth? You know, to me, Jeunesse, this global platform is above and beyond a business platform. It is a platform, a path, if you choose to. A path to walk the awakening of living your truth. So what drives change is truth. What's in you? You know, it doesn't matter if you're sitting right here in front of the screen or backstage. We have an incredible team of people working backstage, on the hallway, in the front. They don't get the accolades, but they're beautiful. We all came here to play our role. So those of us that chose to be a distributor, those of us that chose to be an entrepreneur, live your truth. Instead of seeking outside for truth, go inside. Who are you? Who are we? It is time to awaken that purpose within you. Second thing that drives me are inspirations. And inspirations comes in different forms and shapes. It could come in a beautiful picture of scenery, nature, or it can come in forms of people's stories. What inspired me, the last couple of days has been very inspiring and very reflective. I had dinner with a group of corporate staff and diamonds and double diamonds and beyond. We were in the room sharing our journey, and I listened to their stories, how they got started. And many of them, I had walked a path with them. How they got started, what they had to go through, and where they are here today. That inspired me. Also, I had the opportunity to kind of observe the entire event. Watch some of the corporate personnel came on stage. It inspired me to know in, to watch an infusion of new energy, an infusion of new blood. We have AK, we have Betty, we have Rod Larson. These people, you know, it doesn't matter, we might not see things eye to eye from time and time. But I tell you, when I watch, after 12 years, you see a wave of new people with new resolution. They are resolved to wanting to make a change in this company. They are resolved to make a difference. And with the help and experience of the senior staffing that have been with this company from the beginning. And with the right mindsets and the right heart of the founders and our CVO, I believe the next 12 years, we can take it any way we wanted to take it. As long as truth is in place, not only on the outside, but on the inside as well. That life is too short for not living our truth and not honoring our truth. It is a process. On that process, what I call truthing, there's many self-discoveries. There were times I had to look in deep corners of look at my own shadow. There were times I had to look at dark corners of my mind everywhere. So this is a process. And I hope that we're all brave enough to embrace that and to embark on that journey. Last but not least, what drives change? Part of that drive is that inner yearning. That inner yearning of connecting to something. I don't know if it happens to you, but it happened to me. 12 years ago, well, many, many years ago when I embarked in this industry, there was a sense of wonder, a sense of excitement to journey into the unknown. And through that process, there's always something behind the logical mind, if you would, to be yearning for something, to connect to something. You know, once you get the money, once I got the money issue out of the way, there's still something I was yearning to connect to. Some of you might guess what that is. Would you like to know what that is to me? And I think there's one common thread that ties us all together. And that yearning is for connection. Today, I'm going to introduce you to the most powerful person. The most powerful person and the most amazing person that have been waiting for you all your life. It has been knocking on your door all your life. Would you like to know what that is? I want to introduce you to you, your beautiful self. We are all guided. We all are guided. Question is, we always ask on the outside, what does that mean? How am I going to do this? What is? No, we are all guided. When you, instead of asking outside, learn to tap within, to connect that beautiful being that's been not gently knocking on your door. Say, here I am. I am here. I am here to support you. I am here for you. All this, everything I'm sharing, you already knew. I'm just a messenger, came as a gentle reminder for us to learn to connect. Stop looking at the outside. Whatever you need to achieve, whatever you need to be, is already there. It has been a long journey. The pursuit for success. But the more important pursuit for me is that inner guidance. I hope that there's a little bit of sharing would help bring home. Might not be immediately, but through this weekend and through meeting more people. It's like drinking something good, maybe Immune 365. When you drink it, you don't know where it hits, you don't know what it does, but you feel it. We all have that innate ability. We're born with it. Tap into it. So, to tie it all in, as you embark on this journey, don't just look for change. Change, maybe a goal, a target, will change something. Change your financial situation. But when you begin to tap into your true being, not only will you change, you become transformed. That process is an ever-awakening one, just like a butterfly. Before it can become a butterfly, it has to work so hard. Not work, it's a process of breaking that hard shell to break out of that chrysalis. Are you ready to break out of your chrysalis? All these years of education, society, all this programming, are you ready to really change internally? Be ready, be brave. For you are guided, you are connected to break out of that chrysalis. And the best thing, one of the story that really taught me what it means to transform something. And that is the story of coffee beans. Maybe some of you heard it. I'm going to shorten that story a little bit. If water represents life, if water represents our surrounding, and if hot water represents adversity, challenges, what happens when the coffee bean is put in a pot of hot water? Instead of changing the bean, when you put coffee bean in boiling hot water, what happens? The coffee bean transformed the water. Its aroma, people around it, people around the coffee, they can smell the aroma. What did coffee bean do? Coffee bean went from be a coffee bean to being its true nature. Coffee bean generated coffee. Last night at one of the sessions, someone asked a question. How do you make other people see this opportunity? Or for that matter, how do you make people believe anything? You can't make anybody do anything. If you do, it's short term. What you can do is transform of who you are. When you transform, you will generate that fragrance. You will generate that aroma. So others automatically will be, that aroma will be influenced naturally. For those that resonated with coffee, if you don't, same thing happened to tea leaves or tea bags. You put tea bag in hot water, it transforms the water. So I hope today, what you get out of here is that you have found something, or during this weekend, during this process, something get activated in you. And may you have the courage, the bravery to honor who you are, to honor truth, to honor what you came to earth to do, to honor your imagination, and to honor our time on earth. Have an incredible weekend, and may you all be that agent of change to go from be to being. Thank you very much.